Hello, and thank you for listening to Gettin' Hard in Nate's Backyard. On this episode of the podcast, we talk with my friend Roxanne Potvin. Roxanne was coming through town on a 17-date tour she's been doing across Canada in support of her new EP entitled Morning Songs. Roxanne is a blues singer-songwriter originally from Hull, Quebec, and now out of Montreal, Quebec. So Google her, check out all her great stuff. We talk about her playing on a train, her tours that she's done, and all the neat stuff she does. So, as always, thanks for listening. Oh, hello, and welcome to Gettin' Hard in Nate's Backyard. I'm here with my friend Roxanne Potvin. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks for being on the show.
Hey, it's my pleasure.
Cool.
Nice van.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought it for $1. This podcast is brought to you by righthookmics.com. Go to righthookmics.com and buy 5 of every mic. My buddy Big James would appreciate it. Yeah, they're awesome. They're PE55 style mic. Check them out, righthookmics.com. This podcast is also brought to you by me, BigNateProductions.com. I'll record your bar mitzvah, your wedding, whatever's going on. You hit me up. If you need sound, I'll do it. I'm not a DJ, though. So if you need a DJ, call one of the 5 billion DJs in this world. This podcast is also brought to... Well, Big Nate Productions brings you Calgary Metal Fest, June 3rd through 7th. Go to CalgaryMetalFest.com and buy all the tickets. Get your grandma's credit card, and yeah, buy like 15 pairs of all events passes for $60 each. Fuck, the neighbors are cooking, eh?
Yeah, I was like, do I smell like Theo? I thought it was me.
No,
it's onions, isn't it?
It's something, and curry.
Okay,
my neighbors are Ethiopian.
it's not you.
Okay, good.
My neighbors are Coptic Christians, so... Is it Sunday? No. Saturday?
No,
Shabbos? I don't know.
Prepping for tomorrow.
What does that do, Coptic?
Coptic Christians is like...
Do they solve the world? I saw that on the world. Apparently God solved the world.
Oh.
I was like, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, they're the old school Christians, like... Yeah, they're very ancient Christians from Ethiopia.
Oh.
It's like the only African
Christians.
country that has Christianity involved.
Right.
Some people say that's where there's a Coptic church in Ethiopia that holds the Ark of the Covenant, apparently, allegedly.
Of course it does.
Yeah, right.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, you can hide stuff in Africa. So, yeah, I'd like to officially welcome my friend Roxanne on the show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm very well. How are you?
Good. I'm glad you could stop in through on your whirlwind tour of Canada.
Yeah, it's been fun.
You're like a singer-songwriter. You play like bluesy stuff. What would
bluesy type stuff, like influenced for sure. When I started out playing, I was playing in blues bands and doing the covers, when I was like 20.
Right.
But I was also always interested in writing my own songs.
Yeah.
So that sort of took different directions. So I wouldn't call myself a blues artist, but it's part of what I do and what I've done for sure.
Yeah, roots.
Yeah, roots. Yeah, I call it roots pop.
Oh,
there's a pop element to it for sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, do you know Carly Rae Jepsen?
Of course I do. Who doesn't?
Do you?
No, personally?
Oh, yeah.
No,
okay.
No.
Funny story. I went to high school with her.
Oh. That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's not that kind of pop. Like, I haven't reached the Call Me Maybe level of pop. And I'm still sort of in the just a sort of mediocre, catchy chorus category.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't have any handlers or a limo or anything. So.
Not yet.
So, yeah.
I'm still driving a Nissan.
Nice. So, your tour is quite neat. You, what happened? You flew. Okay, well, where are you from?
You want the short answer or the long one?
Long one. This is long form conversation.
All right. So I was born in Regina.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because
I'm sorry.
My dad was. No, it's a great town. What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah.
My dad was out there for work, so I was conceived and then born in Regina, and then left when I was about 4. We came back to Quebec, and I grew up in Hull. Because all the musicians I know have stories about Hull.
And that's where you met my wife.
And that's where I met your wife. Yeah, we went
cool.
to high school together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's it. And then I lived in Toronto for a bit. Now I'm living in Montreal.
Cool.
Yeah.
And on this tour, did you fly out to Vancouver?
I took the train out.
Oh, yeah, right. I heard about
musicians out there take advantage of the Artist on Board program
Oh,
Via Rail offers.
Yeah.
So I was able to travel for free from Toronto to Vancouver. Was fed, had my own cabin.
For free?
For free, dude.
Whoa.
Well, you play. You play on the train.
Oh, it's like a cruise ship.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. So, no, it's neat. It's fun.
Wow, that's really cool.
It's a great way to get across the country, for sure.
Do you remember, have you ever heard of Festival Express? It was at...
I think so.
It was like the band and
Yes.
Janis Joplin. Yeah. They took that train across Canada.
Yeah, I heard of it for sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's always kind of been an idea for me with Calgary Metal Fest, a direction maybe. I wanted to do that, like put the whole festival on the train. And
it's so fun. Well, because the whole reason I ended up taking the train was because I became enamored with train travel. I've always sort of liked it because I don't like flying much. So whenever I can, I take the train. But this past December, I was on the holiday train, which I don't know if you know about it, but
really?
Some folks might. It's CP Rail does this every year since like 99 or something.
Okay.
And it's like an antique train, like one of those old, the old cars from the 30s, and it's all decked out in Christmas lights.
Wow.
And it goes across the country from Montreal all the way to Vancouver, and there's a band on the train that plays at every stop. So one of the stage cars, or one of the cars of the train becomes a stage, and people like come out to watch the train. And you should see the kids. Like, the kids are so blown away by this train. It's adorable. And so we play for the folks, and it's also a charity for the local food banks.
Oh, cool.
So I did that train ride from Montreal to Calgary last December with the Odds, actually.
The Odds?
The Odds.
From Vancouver?
Yeah,
wow.
from Vancouver.
Like Eat My Brain?
Eat My Brain. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome. Those guys are like the nicest, funniest guys on the planet, in my opinion.
So you said that was called Artists on Board.
So that's the Via Rail program, Artist on Board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, long story short, that's how I decided that I wanted to take the train again.
Oh, cool.
Was after that train trip, because I had so much fun doing the holiday train that I thought, I want to get back out there again, and I want to take the train again, because I knew about the Via Rail thing already.
All right.
I'd just never done it, so...
That's cool.
That was a long story to just tell you I came out here by train, eh?
Well, no, that's cool. I'm sure if I've barely heard of this, most people have never heard of it.
Yeah.
So,
It's good for musicians, for sure.
yeah, I heard of some hip-hop guys doing that, and I was like, God, are these the only people using this program? Because...
Really? I don't know. Well, I guess they would do it just a cappella or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have their band and their iPod, so
right.
they could line into anything.
Yeah, it's true, eh?
They came out from Halifax and stuff, but
right. Cool.
That's really neat. So, how many dates on this tour?
Total dates I think was like 15 or 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a couple shows, like before I actually got on the train, I had a couple shows in Toronto and for Canadian Music Week and
oh, cool, yeah.
And Ottawa. And then I took the train out. So I think for this part of the tour was like 15.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a good little run. So I guess I'm like 3/4 of the way.
What do you have
done.
left?
So I have tonight in Red Deer, and then I fly out of Edmonton to go to Toronto, and I play around there next week. Kingston, Oakville, Hamilton, Toronto, and Owen Sound.
Oh, nice.
Next week, yeah. And then I'm done.
And you're touring alone? There's no supporting act? Or
No,
there's
all
no
alone.
stalker following you around or anything?
Not so far. I've been lucky. I'm fast.
Especially
I'm
on
quick.
the train.
I get out of there.
You'd think there'd be lots of stalkers on the train.
You know what? Like the average age in the sleeper cars is like 65.
Oh, right.
65 and up. Like it's super.
Okay.
You know, that retired crowd, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Because they can afford it.
right. How long? I'm intrigued with this train thing. So, you got on the train where?
In Toronto.
And then you got off where?
In Vancouver.
Oh, how long did that take?
It's about 3.5 days.
Oh.
Yeah. So you leave Toronto in the evening, like around 10, and then you're out for 3 full days, and you get there sort of like noonish on the 4th day. Yeah.
But you're traveling constantly.
Yeah.
So
and you play like 3 times a day, kind of thing.
Wow. So it is really like a cruise ship.
Yeah. And the food is good.
Okay, so you don't play when the train stops. You play while it's going.
Yeah, that's a bit of a challenge. Yeah.
Yeah?
You have to try to stand up with your acoustic guitar. I guess you wouldn't have to. You could just sit there, but I just wanted to stand up. So
you hit a bad little piece of rail and you go flying, or what?
No, well, didn't happen, but I lost my balance a couple times.
Oh, wow, yeah. Awesome.
I blame it on the foot tambourine.
Oh, yeah.
I try to play foot tambourine.
So you're like a one-woman band? You have a kick drum on your back?
Kind of, no. No, just a little foot tambourine.
Well, I think I want to take a quick break and just play a tune so that the people understand what we're dealing with here. So, is there one in particular you'd like to listen to that's on the internet that I could get for free?
You could play You Told Me.
Okay.
You can get whatever is off my website, actually. They're all SoundCloudable.
And what's your website?
RoxannePotvin.com.
Yeah, cool. And if you can't spell that, just Google it till you figure it out.
Roxanne double N.
Oh, it's double N.
Double N.
Okay.
Yeah. Potvin, like Felix Potvin.
Yeah, right.
People would probably know that.
Cool. There will be links in the description. We'll be right back.
You've got to bake the biscuits. You've got to wash between your toes. You've got to pass the basket. You've got to watch the children grow. I gave it to the tailor. I gave it to the passerby. You make it taste better. You make it taste like sugar pie. I don't wonder why. You're all around me. Haven't found out which way you found me. Didn't understand when you told me what you told me. You made up with me a little piece of heaven to hold me. You told me, yeah, you told me. Come up 100 places, light up 1,000,000 fireflies, make up 12 faces, call up another private eye. You let me shake the bacon, you let me taste the sugar pie, and I Yeah, you told me. You told me. Yeah, you told me. Well, you told me. You told me.
All right, that was "You Told Me" by Roxanne Potvin off her album "Play." You were just telling me you recorded this record in Vancouver. Is that correct?
Yeah, back in late 2010.
Oh, cool.
It came out, 2011.
Tell the listeners about that. Who'd you work with? How long did it take?
Actually, it didn't take so long. We tracked everything in like 4 days.
Oh,
I think.
cool.
And then Steve Dawson, who produced it, he's also a mixer, so he mixed it.
Yeah,
and
right.
it was really sort of pretty easy process. I think we tracked in 3 days the bed tracks, or maybe 2 days even, no, maybe 3 days, and then a couple of days of overdubs.
Right.
And then I left, and Steve mixed it and sent me, mixes, and we did sort of the
Nice.
mixing in long distance kind of thing, and it was done. It was like super easy
Cool.
process. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, as you listeners can tell, it's a bit of a paradigm shift from what we usually listen to, but that's okay. I like to mix it up here on Getting Hard in Nate's Backyard. We go from...
We're getting soft in there.
yeah. You got to get soft sometimes, a little bit, for a little while.
Sweet spot.
I'm okay with that. I think it's... yeah.
There's actually a couple of like garage rock songs on that album.
Oh,
that you
yeah.
wanna look
Cool.
into.
So there was, when like you recorded full instrumentation on that album? Like there was a full band, like drums and all that
drums,
stuff?
keyboards, guitar, and bass. All
Did you
together.
hire guys or did you do it all yourself?
No, no.
I'll play the drums now. and then
No,
go
there was a
start
band
over.
for sure. The great bunch of musicians, Vancouver musicians that Steve picked out.
Cool.
Yeah, there's even a cover of Right Said Fred on that album.
I'm Too Sexy? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but done like sort of garage rock style. Check it out.
Hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
maybe
fun.
we'll play it on the next break. Cool. So, yeah. How many? Okay, you said you have 5 or 6 more dates.
Yep.
Do you have what's the craziest tour story besides hanging out with the Odds?
Oh my god.
Did those guys try to like cop a feel?
No. They're super nice dudes.
Oh, okay.
No.
Cool.
Not like that. No.
We're just always worried about these people from BC. Alberta. They scare us.
No. Crazy tour stories like on this tour.
Any tour. I don't know. What's the craziest thing that ever happened to you? You ever get carjacked?
No. We once.
Real quick, you've toured quite a lot, right? Like
I've been doing this like 10 years now. So
Yeah,
I've
and-
been to Europe and
Oh, Europe. Cool.
yeah, did some tours in Europe and actually one of the stupidest things I did on tour, which could have ended up pretty badly, was I did a few dates back in 2012 in Europe, just solo. And I booked it myself,
Oh, okay.
not really being aware of the distances. Like I
Okay.
Google mapped everything, but 600 kilometers in Europe
That's a long way.
is a long. Whereas 600 kilometers between Quebec and Ontario is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much 6 hours.
Yeah, there's
you know what I
nobody on
mean?
the road.
Yeah,
It's
you go. You're like
Takes 6
130 the
hours.
whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a bit of a problem
Okay.
getting from Switzerland to Amsterdam and having to play a
yeah.
show because I thought it'd be like 6 hours and it turned out to be 9. So anyway,
Yeah, because
everything-
you have to go through the borders and stuff,
well,
right?
no,
Or
I mean,
no, no. I
that's
guess it's
not so
all-
much
I guess it's all
what slows you
EU.
down is just all the towns that you go through. You have to slow
Right.
down to like 40,
Yeah.
like constantly. It's
Yeah,
not like a
yeah.
giant highway that you can just zoom,
Yeah,
go.
especially if you're cutting through somewhere like that.
Yeah, so So anyway, that was interesting and beautiful though. But one of the stupid things that happened that I did was again due to miscalculating the distance. So I was driving from Italy back to Switzerland because I had flown into Switzerland, and so I was flying out of Switzerland, and I had to bring back my rental car.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I had to bring back the car for like before 10 p.m. or something.
Okay.
And I left Italy at about 4 or 5, right?
In the morning?
No, in the afternoon. Thinking like, oh, it's only like 400 kilometers or something.
Uh-huh.
I didn't make it.
Oh no!
I didn't make it to bring back the car in time, and so by then it's like, oh, and I got lost, and it was just like a giant disaster. Because once you exit the highways in Italy, I don't know why, but it's like paying pay tolls, like
toll roads,
toll roads. So. And then after that, it's like a huge pain in the ass to find your way back on the highway. So I was circulating around the place that I accidentally stopped for like 2 hours trying to get back on the freaking highway, and I couldn't get back on. Anyway, giant waste of time. Stupid fucking waste of time.
What time did you get there? 4 in the morning?
So I ended up... So then I end up going, getting to Switzerland, but not not the airport. It's like, by now it's like 11 p.m. and I'm like, fuck, what, like, where am I gonna stay? And like, because I think I was flying out of not Zurich but Geneva,
yeah, I was gonna say Bern.
Super expensive,
oh
right?
Fuck, it's so expensive in
there.
Oh,
so
man.
anyway, so I'm trying to think, and meanwhile I'm running out of gas, like, and I'm through the Alps, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? I just want to go home. And I stop at the first gas station I can find, which is like, I'm smack in the middle of the mountains. And I go in, and I start talking with the guy at the counter, because he goes, oh, where are you from? I say, oh, I'm from Montreal or whatever, because he recognized my accent. And I'm like, and so I just blurt out my story, right? Just out of desperation. I'm like, I don't know what to do, man, because I have to get to Geneva tonight, and I have to bring back my car. But now the rental place is closed. I can't drop off my car, and I think I'm just going to pull over and sleep in my car until tomorrow morning. He's like, yeah, that's really not a good idea to do that in Geneva, because the police are going to see you, and they're going to tell you to get the fuck out of there. So it's a bad scene. You don't want to do that. He's like, I tell you what. Why don't you, I'm working here until 7 in the morning. Why don't you take keys to my place, go sleep at my place.
Oh, whoa.
And at least you'll have a place to go,
Or it's 400 euros for a room.
Or, yeah, pretty much, right? And another, 2 hours of driving.
Yeah, right, yeah.
To get there, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, quick thinking, I go, I kind of went with my gut feeling, and I'm like, I think this guy's cool, So I said, sure. and he gave me the keys, and off I went. He's like, I live right down the road. He drew me a little map of his place, how to get to his place, and I go. And so I get to his place, really cute little apartment in the mountains, and I call my boyfriend.
Oh, I'm at this guy's house in Switzerland.
My boyfriend's like,
his chalet.
What the fuck are you doing? Nice place to stay.
You're not here, buddy.
No, he's just really worried. He's like, so then he starts all these horror scenarios of what if he comes back in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
What if this guy's fucking crazy?
Haven't you seen Saw?
You're alone and. Anyway, so because up until then I was like, oh, this is so cool. This guy's so nice. He lets me stay at his house and, perfect, right? The kindness of strangers.
Yeah.
So Needless to say, after I talked to my boyfriend, I didn't sleep at all. I kind of literally like slept with one eye open for a couple hours. But at least I was lying
Clutching
down.
a knife.
Pretty much listening for the door opening,
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was it was a stupid move, really, because, it's nice to trust people.
But the room didn't fill up with water or anything?
No, everything. I ate a couple of dried apricots off a plate and left.
Well, you're goddamn lucky.
And I guess I lucked out.
How long did you go to Europe for? Was that like a few weeks? Or?
That time was only like a couple of weeks, but in previous tours that I had done like one big tour that I did was in 2007, where it was like a total of 9 weeks, but split into 3-week legs.
Oh, okay.
So, and that was a tour that was organized by a record label in Germany at the time that I was with
cool.
other artists from the label. So, yeah, it was a giant tour. We ended up going to like 11 different countries.
Wow.
On that tour. Yeah.
Was that
awesome.
like summer festival kind of thing, or?
It was a bit of both. A lot of clubs, but some theaters and some festivals.
Cool.
Yeah, festivals in Norway, I remember.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
For us metalheads, that's like Mecca.
Yeah, speaking of metal, Norway and metal.
Yeah, we want to go there bad.
You would fit right in, You do.
Yeah, I did fit in Scandinavia for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been to Sweden, but my parents were there and they were like, yeah, we saw you when you were like 2, and then we saw you when you were like 5, and then we saw you when you were like 18.
Yeah, exactly, right?
There's a bunch of clones of you running around
Super
Sweden.
blondes.
Yeah. I went to Norway. I didn't tell anybody I was Swedish, though, because those people hate each other.
Why didn't you tell them you were... Oh, so you're Swedish descent.
Yeah. My mom's side is all
Makes sense.
from Sweden. Yeah. Yeah. Came over for the free land in the early 1900s.
Mm-mm.
Awesome. So, got the Red Deer date tonight.
Yep.
When do you fly out again to Toronto?
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, right.
Tomorrow
Wow.
afternoon. Yep.
That's
and I start up. I get to practice with the band because I'm one of the only band shows is on Thursday in Hamilton, actually.
Oh yeah, cool.
Guys from Toronto, and then I start up in Kingston on Tuesday and go
nice.
till Saturday.
Cool. And then home?
And then home.
Yeah. Do you still live in Hull?
No, I live in Montreal.
Oh, cool.
Yep. For 5 years now.
Nice.
It's a good town.
Yeah, it's a great city. I miss going there. There's a legendary club, Potvin Electric.
Yeah,
my God. Oh.
I'm going to go see the Black Lips there in July.
Oh, really?
Do you like the Black Lips?
I'm not very familiar.
They're
no.
super fun.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They throw pizzas and stuff.
Throw pizzas. Oh,
I've
nice.
seen them do that on a video.
That reminds me of this band from the West Coast called Zuckus. And they would go to McDonald's and order like a bunch of cheeseburgers and throw cheeseburgers at the crowd.
Nice.
There was another band, I can't remember their name, but they called themselves Barbecue Core, and they would actually barbecue on stage. Ridiculous.
Just a side note
to
the music.
Yeah, this is not Barbecue Core. I think we'll play something else. What do you think? What should we play?
What should we play? I should have thought of this before, eh? Well, do you want to play that Right Said Fred cover? Or do you want to play a blues thing?
Yeah, where's that cover? Is it on your...
It's actually not... No, it's on YouTube, though.
Okay, we'll be right back. We're going to play a folky Right Said Fred cover.
It's kind of a garagey Right Said Fred covers.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm in. We'll be right back.
I'm too sexy for my love. Too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan. sexy for your party, too sexy for your party. No way I'm disco dancing. I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, I do my little turn on the catwalk. Sexy for my car, too sexy for my car, too sexy by far. And I'm too sexy for my hat, too sexy for my hat. What you think about that? I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk, on the catwalk, yeah. I shake my little tush on the catwalk. I'm too sexy for my, too sexy for my, too sexy for my. I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk, on the catwalk, yeah. I shake my little tush on the catwalk. I'm too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat, poor pussy cat. I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me. And I'm too sexy for the sun.
Awesome. That was I'm Too Sexy, a rendition by Roxanne Potvin. That's hilarious. That's the most metal thing you've ever done, isn't it?
No, actually, there's a couple of other kind of rockers on that. But, you know, it always ends up sounding like me.
Yeah,
Like-
no, that's cool.
Like, oh, huh.
Roxanne's all worried that she won't connect to the crowd that listens to this, but
I'm like, oh my God.
I think they're more worried about your accent. Let's talk about that. So,
Do I have an accent?
you're a francophone?
Wait.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of your tunes in French?
I have a few.
Yeah.
I end up putting one or two on per album.
Oh
Usually.
yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. 'Cause,
But
you
never
know-
like a full French album or anything?
No.
Not going for that Quebec government grant or what?
Well, that might be a good idea, actually. But,
You got to give me 10% now.
yeah, oh, is that how it's going to
Finder's
work?
fee.
Like, I've never thought of that. Yeah, no, I just, I guess in the style that I was sort of, you know, started in and started writing in, you know, French blues is kind of like funny, right?
Yeah.
So it was just easier to do it in English.
Yeah,
Because whenever
right.
I end up writing a French song, it's either a waltz or a love song or both.
Yeah. It's like,
Actually, they're all love songs.
do a duet with Jean Leloup
Right. That could work.
or a
But,
polka song.
So yeah, I mean, I would have to be prepared to sort of do a really sort of folky, lovey
Yeah.
album, I guess.
Very cool. Have you done a lot of TV work? Have you-
A little bit. I did
Yeah?
a few TV shows.
Cool.
You know, breakfast shows.
Yeah,
A lot of
right.
musicians are familiar with the 5 a.m.
Yeah.
get to the station.
Yeah.
I did a show in Quebec called Belly Bum, which is a variety show type of, well, very music-oriented show.
Oh.
And it's...
We've never heard of that in Alberta. We don't even know what the fuck's
you
going
wouldn't,
on over
'cause
there.
It doesn't, it doesn't air out here.
Nothing airs from there out here.
No. And...
All we hear is that they want to separate. Which they don't even want anymore.
Not everybody does. It's a
Yeah.
long... It's a long...
Yeah,
it's
fair enough.
another conversation.
They voted on that and they decided not to.
Yeah. But, yeah, so Betty Bum, that was cool. Because the exposure is really good on that you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people watch it on Friday nights.
Oh, it's an evening. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
So that was good. That was back a few years ago. Like,
So that's
my
not like an
second album.
American Idol thing. It's like a big
No,
variety
it's
show.
it's like, yeah, they get guests.
Oh my gosh, we just had a catastrophic computer failure.
No.
The old blue screen. What do you do when you live in a shoe? Piss in the toe and get laced. Awesome. So we were talking about France. No,
What were we talking about?
we were talking about French stuff.
Oh, yeah,
but-
my accent.
Yeah, and the show
Stuff.
you did and stuff.
Oh, and the French record.
Yeah.
And
French
you
record.
want 10% of
Yeah, right, yeah.
grant. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard of the really quick aside here? Have you heard about Deborah Drever?
No.
Oh, okay.
Who is she?
I was just wondering. She was just elected to the NDP here, and
Okay.
and she's like 23,
Really?
and they found all these pictures. Oh, 26. And they found all these pictures on Facebook
Uh-oh.
of her because she's a metalhead.
Oh,
So there's all these like awesome pictures that I think are awesome.
that's awesome. I
She got in
agree
trouble.
with you. It's awesome.
She
So
actually-
because it doesn't conform to the
Yeah.
NDP
The-
image,
They're trying to
wholesome image.
Yeah, they're trying to. Yeah, well, everybody's so mad that the NDP got in here after like 40 years of PC rule that
Yeah.
they're
not
trying
mad.
to find anything they can to. And she actually got removed from caucus yesterday. She's an independent now because they found
Really?
yeah, they found another picture that.
But what? Because she was smoking a doobie or something?
No, well, the first
even?
picture was she was posing next to this weed shirt. I know for a fact she doesn't smoke
God.
weed. And then there was she did this album cover for my buddy's band Gatecrasher, where they're all kind of like around her, and it's all like and yeah, it's not bad, but you know,
God,
if you, it's like Jimmy Kimmel does that bit where it's like unnecessary censorship. You know, it makes
Yeah.
it seem a lot more dirty than it actually is. So
Right,
that
yeah,
happened.
Oh.
Yeah, taken out of context. And yeah,
Now,
so
see, we out in Quebec, we don't hear about your things.
right, that's so funny, man. I mean, you'd think with the CBC, I
I'm
thought
joking.
that. Well,
I
but
mean,
it's
I
kind of true.
haven't heard of that particular story, but we did hear about the election.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
Yeah. No, yeah, I was kind of wondering if it was like big nationwide news or.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's a pretty big news story, actually.
yeah, unless
so
they, yeah, we don't hear anything about Quebec unless there's assassination attempts or martial law or something.
Well, that's a good
Stuff's
thing,
on
I guess, that
fire.
you don't hear about it so often, because that would be shitty.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I thought that was the point of the CBC, was to connect us all as a country so that we could
Well,
know what's going on.
we have
and-
Radio Canada.
All right. Well, but of course.
But of course. But I actually met quite a lot of francophones on this trip.
Oh yeah.
And
Out here?
I didn't expect it I didn't expect as much.
On the train? Are they all on the train?
Everywhere. They're everywhere out here, man.
Oh, cool. Right on.
They came out of hiding. No, it's not true.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wasn't aware that some communities are just very, like, for example, my show in Victoria was canceled at the last minute because the place, they had to close. And so here I was out in Vancouver with no show in Victoria, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just stay in Vancouver for another day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up doing an interview on CBC, on Radio Canada, actually.
Oh.
And somebody in Victoria heard it, and she emailed me, and she's like, she's francophone.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I just heard your interview, and why aren't you playing in Victoria? And, you know, I'd love to host a house concert for you if you're if you ever come through. And I'm like, well, can you do one in 2 days?
Yeah.
'Cause I could be there.
Nice.
And so it worked out, and she was good friends with the director of the Francophone Society out there, which I didn't
Okay.
know. Pretty much all the big towns have a Francophone association,
Yeah.
and I wasn't aware of this. So they all came out, and we had a giant Francophone party, and it was
Cool.
great. So yeah, I got connected up with the Francophone societies out here.
Nice. Yeah. No, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
You were just out in the interior of BC.
Yeah.
You went to the sleepy little hollow known as Edgewood.
Yes, I sure did. Thanks to you guys.
Yeah, how was that?
connecting me.
That's fun, isn't
It
it?
was super fun.
It's so
no
nice out
cell
there.
No cell service.
Yeah.
That was pretty. I didn't think you could not have cell service like anywhere between here and.
Oh, that
wherever.
guy on the mountain out
Halifax.
there doesn't even have electricity.
Yeah, right.
He's a squatter. Neat
So-
town though, right?
No,
Like,
yeah, it was really cute and
neat folk blues
we had a
roots out there.
fun show there, and our hosts were wonderful.
You played with Ray?
We did play together. I just went up there and I played my tunes,
Oh, cool.
but Ray hosted it, and it was
Nice.
lovely. They made that awesome barbecued chicken.
Yeah. We go out. They don't. The guy that does it died, but we used to go out for the pig roast. They have a crazy pig roast every year in August. I don't know if they're still doing it. Hopefully they are, because it's really good.
Yum.
But yeah, I love going out there just to get away from the world. And
Oh yeah, no, it's really nice by the water there. I
Yeah.
went for a walk the next morning with Michelle by the water. Awesome.
yeah, that lake's really weird because it's dammed off, so
Yeah, right.
it can go up and down like 100 feet.
Yeah, that's what she was telling me.
Yeah, which is like if all the Californians have their air
Because it used
conditioners
to
on.
be around that, like the town used to be around that lake, and then they had to move everybody.
Yeah, they
'cause they
moved
dammed
the
it up.
town. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty nuts.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that's what she was saying. You can find pottery pieces like on the beach and stuff, because people just left their homes and their homes got destroyed, and you can find a whole bunch of artifacts on the beach.
yeah. Here's your $20. Move your house.
Yeah, right. Bastards.
Yeah. Cool. Well.
On that note,
yeah. On bastards. Yeah. No. I wish you safe travels,
thanks.
and I hope the rest of the shows go really well.
Thanks. Yeah, so far it's been really fun.
Another question I thought of real quick here: Are you an independent artist, or are you signed to a label? Or?
I'm independent.
Oh, cool.
I did release my albums on labels.
Oh, okay.
Except for the first one. But right now I'm not under contract with anyone.
Awesome. Yeah.
So I did make an EP for the tour, because my last album goes back to 2011. So
Right.
So, and I went back to school to learn sound engineering a couple of
Oh,
years ago.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So when I came out here, I thought, I knew when I started booking the tour, I was like, I don't have any new music, with me, so I'll just record like 4 songs, and I
Nice.
made a little EP.
And you recorded it all yourself?
Yeah.
Mixed it?
Yeah.
Mastered it?
Yep.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's
Sounds
truly
like shit.
that's truly independent.
Yeah. It was like the whole DIY experience from start to finish. It was great. It was really quite a learning curve.
What's the name of the EP?
It's called Morning Songs, and
Songs?
I only have it on the tour, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can hear I think I posted one of the tracks on SoundCloud.
So you actually probably like printed
I just
and
printed.
made the CDs too, like my
well, I
band
didn't
does.
print. I didn't print them. I got the.
Oh, you had
I
them
got a company to print them.
Manufactured.
Yeah, manufacture them, but I only printed 100 copies. So
Yeah, right.
It's like super limited edition.
That's awesome.
Only available on this tour.
Yeah, that's very metal of you.
Well, I thank you. That's
Yeah.
probably the only thing that's metal about me, but thanks.
Making your own stuff
Yeah, dude.
with your own 2 little hands.
That's all I got.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, just to kind of recap, you took a train out here. You're driving a little car around,
Yeah.
and then you're flying out tomorrow.
I was checking out the bug splatters all over the car today. It's pretty epic, man.
Yeah, how many?
After a week and a half of
Oh yeah.
going from Vancouver to Vancouver Island back to Calgary, it's pretty. Yeah, it's got a pretty good little tapestry.
So you've put a couple thousand kilometers on then?
I
You
guess
figure
so.
something like that?
I didn't check the distances
Yeah, I mean, I
in
think it's
total,
like,
but it
what
would
is
be
it,
around
16
there probably.
Yeah, I think it's like 1,600 kilometers or something.
Right. Yeah, it's a pretty good little run.
Where else did you play on the island?
In Duncan, at the Duncan showroom.
Cool.
And in Denman Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Denman
that was
Island.
Sweet, man. At,
Speaking of no power.
Earth Club Factory. Great little spot.
Wild.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We watch that ferry go by all the time, but
Yeah,
we
that's
never
what
go
Jay
out
was
there.
telling me, yeah.
That's
Yeah, it was sweet. It was first time on the island, on Denman Island.
Yeah, that seems like there's a lot of artists out
Yeah,
there
oh, yeah.
and just crazy. It's a little like if you're on
It's
an island
super
off of an
bohemian.
island.
Yeah, right.
You got to take that second ferry to get there.
Exactly. Yeah, I took
pretty
a lot
wild.
of ferries. I liked it.
Yeah, even
day,
out by
another ferry.
Even out by Edgewood, there's a couple ferries you
I
got
took
to
a ferry
get.
to get to Nelson.
Oh, really?
So I took the road up through Revelstoke and then
Yeah.
back down to take the ferry because somebody, I think Ray told me to do that, or somebody told me to do that anyway.
Huh, nice.
I stopped in the Halcyon Hot Springs for half an hour. I had like half an hour. I'm like, okay, I can do this. Stopped in, went for a swim,
Nice.
kept driving. It was good.
Yeah, a little quick revitalization.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Well, again, I wish you safe travels on the rest of your
Thanks.
tour. And should we play another song? Is there one you want to?
Sure. Well, maybe, I don't know if you want to play something from the EP, maybe.
Okay, sure.
There's one on my SoundCloud. It's called I Wouldn't Tell You That.
I wouldn't tell you that. All right, well, thanks for getting hard in Nate's backyard.
I loved it. I'm ready to drive to Red Deer now. Thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. There's a hole in my chest like a cave with bats and beetles, no sun, only shade. I don't know what it means, but it's there when you leave. Let's keep it lighthearted and dumb. I'll secretly hope you stick around. Keep an eye on the door. Hang out where you might show it's forbidden. A confidential fact, I want you, but I wouldn't tell you that. In my mind I pace the floor. Hope you'll call, read between lines what's not there at all. I can't own up to it. You're my shady habit. Because you say you can tell me anything, and it's me you wanna see when your girls offer hinges. Soon this crumbling shell won't hide my secret so well. It's forbidden, a confidential fact. I want you, but I wouldn't tell you that. Like a cave with bats and beetles, no sun, only shade. I think I know what it means, so I really should leave. It's forbidden, a confidential fact. I want you, but I wouldn't tell you that. A confidential fact. I want you, but I wouldn't tell you that.
Get the fuck off of the